Hi, and welcome to another edition of Interesting People with Bob Brill. Doing the podcast, which you can hear just the audio, and you can also watch the video on our YouTube channel, the Bob Brill YouTube channel. Thanks for joining us. We're doing is we're taking a look at the movies of 2023 and seeing how they relate from me to you. There were a wide smattering of movies, but it was really good and big movies for 2023 that were theatrical releases or were just, let me put it this way, they weren't all theatrical releases, but they were all big movies, feature films, were all almost 3 hours, well over 2 hours. A lot of these series, as far as Maisel and Lasso and some of those, were continuing from previous seasons. And of course, we have The Crown again as well. What we're doing is we're taking a look at the movies and some of the other award nominated shows. And one of the biggest, well, it was the biggest of the year, was Barbie. Now, before you say, I'll never watch a Barbie movie, I'd never watch a movie about a toy doll or anything like that, let me tell you something. I said the same thing. I loved it. I did. I watched it. I sat there and I really enjoyed it. Margot Robbie did a great job, and Ryan Gosling did a great job. The whole thing. I mean, yeah, it was total fantasy. And it took you into worlds you never would want to go to, especially if you're a guy. But then you found out it was about guys too. And Ken wasn't just Ken, Ken was being dissed. Well, as it turns out, that Barbie was a really, really good film. It was a fun film. And if you haven't seen it, and I'm speaking here mainly to the guys, okay? Adult guys, because it's really not a kid's movie. Speaking of the adult guys, if you have not seen Barbie, you're missing something. You really are. Go see it. Go see it with your wife. Go see it with your girlfriend. Go see it with your mistress. Whatever you have, go see it. And enjoy the movie. Take it for what it is, a fantasy. And it has lessons within the fantasy that we even talk about today. So it's a really fun film. It's a really good film. The color is amazing. And they did a really amazing job with the fake buildings and the fake this, the fake cars and everything. And then she goes, and Ken goes into the real world. And it's funny. Now, I don't like Will Ferrell. I don't like anything Will Ferrell does. And Will Ferrell played a pretty significant part in this movie, and he was okay. I didn't mind that, but I'm not a Will Ferrell fan. But I became a Margot Robbie fan. I became a Ryan Gosling fan and a fan of some of the other folks in this movie. And it was, yeah, it was song and dance and everything else, but it was fun. And I really enjoyed it. And, for the billions of dollars it did in box office, thank goodness for that, because we need it. So go see it in the theater. If you have to watch it streaming or on some platform, do it. But if you get a chance to go see it in the theater, do so, because it's a fun, fun film. And there you have it. All right. We'll have another film for you next time.